Bengals look to withstand the heat and improve to 500 on the season. Mike Petraglia inside Nissan Stadium here in downtown Nashville. The 1-2 Bengals taking on Mike Vrabel's 1-2 Tennessee Titans. Of course, this is the fourth straight year the two teams have met. In 2020, the Bengals won up in Cincinnati. The last two times, the Bengals have beaten the Titans here in Nashville behind the late game heroics of Joe Burrow, 19-16 in the AFC divisional round back in 2021 on the way to the Super Bowl. And last year, 20-16 in the game most famously known for Ted Karras's walk-off Up Yours, Tennessee, after he and Jeffrey Simmons got into a scuffle, essentially Simmons punching Ted Karras after the Bengals announced their intention to run out the clock at the end of the game. So it'll be very interesting to see how the Bengals and Ted Karras handle that situation here in Nashville today. They don't want to let their emotions get the best of them. That's what Karras had said earlier in the week. He knows it'll be an emotional situation here inside Nissan Stadium, an emotional environment to be sure. But certainly when you're talking about the Tennessee Titans defensive front, you're talking about Jeffrey Simmons, Tahir Tart, and Denico Autry. Autry leads the Titans with 3.5 sacks, and certainly Simmons is a force. He has 2 sacks in 3 games for the Titans. The weather is going to be an issue, no question about that. Sunshine, precipitation isn't going to be a factor today, but certainly the heat will be. The starting game time here at 1 o'clock will be 83 degrees. That is expected to rise up to as much as 90 degrees by the fourth quarter. It'll be sunny all day long, no precipitation in the forecast. So the Bengals make sure that they are hydrated during the game, that their conditioning and that they worked on through a very hot August summer training camp comes in handy today. They want to certainly draw upon that here against Mike Vrabel's Titans. Titans struggled badly last week in their loss to the Cleveland Browns, where the Titans only had 6 first downs for the entire game. Their offense, led by Ryan Tannehill, really never got on track. They won't have wide receiver Treylon Burks today. He is out. So it certainly is all about making sure that the running game and the ground attack of the Tennessee Titans doesn't get the best of the Cincinnati Bengals. And certainly we saw with the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens in the first 2 weeks, they were able to grind out the clock, limit the possessions for the Bengals, and that was a winning formula. In those 2 games, the 2 teams, the Ravens and the Browns, averaged 190 yards on the ground. Bengals want to avoid that today, certainly with Derrick Henry toting the rock for the Titans. Well, we told you about the weather. We told you about the ground attack. What about Joe Burrow? Well, he has said all week long that he's had a good week. Zach Taylor confirmed that on Friday, that he had a good week with his strained right calf. So that's a good sign. Can he get the ball deep to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd? That is something that remains to be seen. The Titans gave up a 40-yard touchdown pass to Amari Cooper last week in Cleveland. So if you give Burrow the time and don't let Jeffrey Simmons, Tahir Tart, and Denico Autry destroy the pass game up front and give Burrow maybe an extra second or 2 to get the ball down deep, certainly there would be opportunities, I think, for the Bengals to score deep. Certainly Jamar Chase would like that. He mentioned this week that it's been a little bit frustrating not seeing the ball go deep, but the Bengals have played it smart, taking what the defense has been willing to offer up. What about the punt return game? Trenton Irwin is likely to take the place of rookie Charlie Jones. Charlie Jones had a very good start to the season as a punt returner, but he injured his right thumb on Monday night in the win over the Rams. He is now on injured reserve. He'll miss at least the next 4 weeks. We'll have you covered throughout the day. Be sure to follow me on Twitter/X @Trags, TRAGS, online, clnsmedia.com. And as always, click and subscribe to my YouTube page, youtube.com/@JungleRoarPod. Inside a sunny Nissan Stadium in downtown Nashville, Mike Petraglia, CLNS Media.